admit, if you are trying to achieve a goal beyond available resources, then it is entrepreneurship. You may not have anything, you'll have a big idea, but eventually you will become successful. And there is also a story of failing and being success. I don't think failure and success are two different things. Exactly at the point of when you fail, you have the chance to succeed, you can upturn. You'll have to win success from the jaws of defeat. That is why Charles Chaplin said, making the impossible the possible. Impossibility is for everyone else. Entrepreneur is the only person who sees an impossibility as a possibility. So defeat is a normal process. Defeat is a process. It is only a shortcoming. You'll have to find a very innovative, you'll have to beat a roundabout way. You'll have to take a detour from defeat and go to success. I think that's what entrepreneurs do. And there was another question about problem of education that we have addressed. And those are the things which came to my mind. I thought I can share with you since for the fear of getting eaten up, let me close here, but I would like to take some questions. And is it right? Any questions, please?
Hello.
So Anbu gives me only one question.
My name is Srinivasan. I'm from Powai.
After this one question or this question?
Yeah, the question is, whatever you propose.
Sir, please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Srinivasan. I'm from Powai Institutions, Namakkal.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my question. Whatever you spoke about, is it meant only for the REC students or any student from any college across the country?
Sir, in REC, what we do know, there was a talk about, we get the best of the talent and we try to spoil them. In spite of all our big try, we are not able to spoil them. So there is nothing great about NIT student or other students. But basically what I think is, in fact, REC, IIT students are not very fit to be entrepreneurial. In fact, because they have studied, they have not seen the rest of the world. But you have a more roundabout students who know what is real life. But if you can make them more focused in the subject, the technology, and then look at the business world, you will be more successful than the NIT students. We are producing students to confirm. We are asking them to write. We are asking them to do that. Please, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, my request is, please do some promotion on this so that a lot of students come to know of it and reach you direct. My submission to you is,
definitely
make a promotion on this.
No,
so that a lot of
that's right.
students reach you direct instead of through their institutions.
Sir, I know what is the path to happiness. My entrepreneur, when he becomes a billionaire, he will have to get an appointment to meet me. But a young fellow is always can break into my door and meet me.
Thank you very much.
So that's the safest way to be happy. But another thing I would like to tell you is regarding student entrepreneurship, don't get just myoped by only students. There are some students who have worked or people who are in your neighborhood who would like to promote an industry, getting your help. I think there are two models. One is an inward-looking model, which IIT Bombay is following. That is, they will promote only their students as entrepreneurs. That is IIT models, IIT. But there is another model like all of us follow, including IIT Kharagpur and IIT Madras and NITs follow. We are not only open to, sort of myoped to only our students, but we also accept people from outside to start their industry as long as they have an innovative technology idea. Because that is a process by which the faculty can also learn from the entrepreneur. There are many things the faculty can learn from the entrepreneurs, and a lot of ways the entrepreneur can learn from the faculty.
I have one question here.
Yes.
My name is Balasubramanian, GRG School of Management Studies, Coimbatore. My question is slightly contrarian, but you can express your views. The theme for this conclave is ideate, innovate, incubate, and implement. My question to you is, why not some of the academic institutions stop with ideating, innovating, and supply the students to the industry? Why should it necessarily end up in entrepreneurship?
I think that's a very, very, very good question, because what you're talking about is a very pragmatic, easiest way. See, faculty, as it is, they have the working load, they have teaching this thing, and expecting them to promote an industry and be with an entrepreneur, incubating them, is a big challenge. Let us be very practical about it. And in fact, before talking to the faculty members, the incubation concept should be talked to the management of the institutions, which is a very, very, I had many slides on how problematic management of incubator can be with respect to an academic setting. In fact, I have some examples from Oxford and Cambridge, how they see incubation. And let me go through this. Anbu, they are ready for... See, this is a presentation, and this is a slide which I think you should see. Working in an academic setting. This is from a presentation from Dr. Tim Cook, who's the chairman of ISIS Innovation at the University of Oxford. ISIS is a river which flows in Oxford. So the incubator is named as ISIS Innovation. So Dr. Tim Cook said that working with the university is an incubation manager. If you try to promote industry, is walking with an elephant with a rubber band, like leading an elephant with a thin rubber band. Walk along with the elephant in whichever direction it chooses to go until it used to go. Start to pull gently on your rubber band. If you pull too hard or too suddenly, you will break your rubber band and have no further contact with the elephant at all. So universities have a different purpose. As you rightly said, incubation is not the main purpose of university. Incubation is an add-on. Therefore, I think incubation has to be promoted as a separate entity where academics can flow. The second part of the presentation is, do not think you will ever have a complete control. Okay, I've got him, now hit him with the rock. You cannot fight with the university setup just by trying to promote big industries. That's not possible if the management of the institution is not fully convinced. But I think there are a number of other possibilities, as you rightly said. You can use elephant in a number of ways. We Indians, we know how to, we don't have to hit the elephant all the time. We can use the elephant in a number of ways. We can use our universities in a number of ways. So I think what you say has some relevance. But what I would like to see is, but the point of incubation is where you actually have the learning starts. Because you can have an ideate, you can innovate, you can come out with a product. The product can be given to the entrepreneur. Along with the entrepreneur, he can go to the market. But it is the interaction between the market and the entrepreneur which brings in so many. It's like a pendulum swinging. The entrepreneur goes into the market, he sees so many problems, and then comes back to the institution, promotes new technologies. There is a competitor, he is able to produce a better product. Then the entrepreneur has to look for a new technology. So I think the process of incubation is a real process by which the university increasingly over a period of time builds a competency. Then the whole idea of innovation, the benefit of the innovation has to come to the institution. If an entrepreneur is able to promote 150 crores of rupees, I think the university, the professor should get 10 to 15 crores of rupees at least. If that chain is broken, then the sustainability is broken. There is no motivation for the institution, there is no motivation for the professor to just like that do things. So we have a old thinking like wherever Saraswati is there, Lakshmi will not come. Wherever Lakshmi is there, Saraswati will. This is our old thinking. But look at the professors of Harvard, MIT, they are the billionaires today. They have huge palatial places, they have their own estates. The universities have allowed them to experiment. We'll have to make our professors billionaires. So they should become, we'll have to marry the Lakshmi and Saraswati together. Otherwise, see, I am not talking about mere wealth. Otherwise, there is no scope for this country. You will go on continuing losing your best talent to the advantage of Europe and US. They know how to use you. They will get the best benefit out of you. We'll have to create that ecosystem in our engineering college, which I know is not, sir, this is an impossible task in India. That is why you'll have to take it up. This is not possible to promote incubation, ideate, innovate, but that is exactly what makes it very interesting. It is possible, it is possible, it has happened in many cases. For example, in Technopark. Technopark is a place where you don't have to do anything to promote. Girish Babu, Mr. Girish Babu was here, was talking about it. So I was instrumental in promoting in a very little way. I was trying to promote. See, Technopark, you don't have to do anything. You just put a board like incubator, sit there. And people will automatically come there, start their industry, make it a this thing, because there are 30,000 youngsters working there. These youngsters are already educated and selected by the industry for their qualification and intellectual strength. And then they have worked in the industry for 4 years, 3 years. Now they are coming to start the industry. And what have you got to teach them? Maybe you have got something to learn from them. So Technopark is one place where definitely everything will succeed in incubation. I took the UK Business Incubation Chief, Mr. Peter Harman, Rolf from ADT Germany, and from Munich, Christina Mann, and then another, Dr. Ole Sternberg from Sweden. All of them business incubation manager, high-class professional to Technopark. They were virtually shocked because there is no work for business incubation manager there. Business incubation will automatically happen there. But in other colleges, nothing will happen. There's a need for business incubation manager. There's a need for ecosystem to promote entrepreneurs. So we'll have to create. I firmly believe that we are the change agents. We are the champions who can create champions. And are we up to it? I think we have all our domestic problems. You are the people who can do miracles in the society. Because let me tell you, if I talk to my wife for more than 5-10 minutes, she doesn't listen. If she talks to me, I don't listen. If I talk to my brother, he'll say, Gadaf, I know all your advice. But you are the most blessed people. You can talk to your students for hours and hours, they'll listen. You are the most enriched fellows in this world. If something can happen in this country, it is only through you. Then on top of it, you also have the market. If he doesn't follow you, then he's in soup. He knows that. So if anything has to come in the country, it had to happen. It is not what can policymakers, IAS officers do? They can make policies. What can industry people do? What can myself and Mr. Shiva Kumar and Mr. Vishwanathan, what we can bring people like you together. But you are the people who can change the country. You don't have to do industry tomorrow, but start talking about entrepreneurship. Start talking about promoting industry to the youngsters. Start reading about social network. Start seeing films in YouTube about social networks and so many other films. And just communicate. See, it is very difficult to be a teacher nowadays. See, I am the only engineer in my family. I have around 25 doctors, cousins and everyone. My sister, everyone is a doctor, medical doctor. I am the only fool who came to engineering. But you know what? Today if I get a headache or if my pressure is slightly more, I'll go to Wikipedia, read about everything. And then I'll drive my cousins into nuts by asking questions. They would have done years of studies, becoming DMs and MDs. But I will talk to them in a language that they will never be able to answer that. Does the student not do it to you? Every day they'll do it to you. But it is not information, knowing information. It is about how to handle information, which I did not learn from here. I learned it from Germany, from a youngster. Very young fellow told me in Siemens Training Center, he told me, it is not about, the teacher's role is different now. It is not about providing information. The student has no more information. It is about how a student has to handle information in such a way it will be beneficial to him and to the society. That is what the teachers can do. That the student doesn't know. So I think you are the catalyst. You are the change agents. You are the future for this country to happen. Thank you very much. Thank you. And